Ladies and gentlemen,
presenting
Rolling.
from Washington, D.C., Roland Martin. Good morning.
Tom, the Sybil Guy, good morning. Condolences to the family of Larry Langford, the former mayor of Birmingham, Alabama, who passed away at the age of 72. Of course, remember, he was convicted and sentenced to prison 15 years. He was dying, and a federal judge let him out of prison to come home. And on January 8th, he passed away in a hospital there in Birmingham at the age of 72, Larry Langford. And today I want to talk about Birmingham, but something else. In my hand, I'm holding a biography of a book. It is called A Fire You Can't Put Out, The Civil Rights Life of Birmingham's Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth. For many folks who don't know the civil rights movement, he was leading the activism in Birmingham against racism, bigotry, and Jim Crow before Dr. King came there. And this is a brother whose house was bombed multiple times. This is a person who showed intense courage in the face of adversity, fighting for the rights of black people. An award is named after him at the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. It is their biggest award, the Human Rights Award. And unfortunately, the board of directors of the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute clearly don't have the guts of a Fred Shuttlesworth because of a recent decision that they made. In October, they announced that they were giving their prestigious Fred Shuttlesworth Human Rights Award to Angela Davis, a native of Birmingham. They talked about her, what she has done in her career fighting for human rights. But then they posted this statement on their website. Upon closer examination, first of all, they said in late December, supporters and other concerned individuals and organizations, both inside and outside of our local community, began to make requests that we reconsider our decision. Upon closer examination of Ms. Davis's statements and public record, we concluded that she unfortunately does not meet all of the criteria on which the award is based.
What?
So therefore, on January 4th, they voted, quote, to rescind its invitation to Ms. Davis to honor her with the Shuttlesworth Award. Not only did they do that, they also canceled the gala where that was supposed to take place. Now, here's the problem. They voted on January 4th in late evening in an emergency phone call with the board. They have yet to reveal, first and foremost, why she why the vote was rescinded. The board has made no other public statement. They have not talked to anybody else. They have refused to make any kind of comment. The mayor of Birmingham, who's an ex officio of that particular board, he said it was from protest from our, quote, local Jewish community and some of its allies. And he wrote on his Facebook page that my overriding feeling is one of dismay. Dismayed because this controversy might have been avoided entirely had it been handled differently. In fact, Angela Davis released a statement on her Facebook page where she said that she was stunned to learn of this decision and said she said, quote, I later learned that my long-term support of justice for Palestine was at issue. Then she said that they would not even tell her the exact reason. This is shameful because here is a Civil Rights Institute that was trying to honor a sister who is a native of Birmingham, who has been a scholar and an activist for human rights all her life.
It's Angela Davis, for God's sake.
Yes, but because of criticism from folks who are in Birmingham and outside of Birmingham, they made this decision. See, this is also why I've always said to black people, we've got to fund our own freedom and not allow others to somehow tell us who we should be honoring. Now, what makes no sense is that this board has refused to be courageous and have the guts to come out publicly and say what happened. Let me do a roll call. This is the board of directors. Mike Oatridge is the chair. Walter Bodie is the first vice chair. Janice Kelsey is the secretary. Thomas Wilder Jr. is the treasurer. On their website, they have Doug Jones, who is now the United States Senator, as the immediate past chair. I texted him 2 nights ago. He said he resigned from the board in May of 2017 when he ran from the U.S. Senate, so their website is wrong. Other board members, Jeffrey Baer, Isaac Cooper, Bing Edwards, Michael Elrod, Rosalind Houston, Danny Markstein, J. John Oros Jr., Jonathan Porter, Cameron Vowell. Now, who did not vote was Odessa Woolfolk, the chair emerita, the woman who worked to open that particular museum. Also, Andrea Taylor, the president and CEO, she also has not made a public comment, but she also is not a board member, but still is the leader of this museum. In Angela Davis's statement, she's not only did she say her family worked on this museum, she said that she personally attended school with Fred Shuttlesworth's daughter, Patricia. Her mom, Sally Davis, worked at this institute during its early years, and her Sunday school teacher was Odessa Woolfolk, the woman who actually helped create this museum. What is shameful is for them to say nothing about why they made the decision. If you're going to honor somebody, then pull the award back, at least have the guts to come out and to tell the public why you're doing it. This is the kind of shameful action that black folks resent, and folks in Birmingham have been angered by this. And Angela Davis said she is still going to come to Birmingham in February at an alternative event to be honored by folks there. How can you not recognize a sister who is from your city, who grew up in the area where they were bombing homes? How can you not somehow, how can you distance yourself from her because of a few critics? You should have the guts to stand up and tell people why you made this decision. Every single one of those board members of this Civil Rights Institute owes black people an explanation as to why they are publicly dissing Angela Davis. And I dare say, as somebody who has supported this institute, who has broadcast my show from there, that I will not step foot into that institute again until they have the guts to come out and tell the people why they made this decision. This is embarrassing to black people. It is embarrassing to Birmingham, and it's embarrassing to people who call themselves leaders. Last year, they honored Harry Belafonte. He has been critical of Israel. They previously honored Danny Glover. He has been critical of Israel. This is a sister who is standing up for the people who she believes are being oppressed of the Palestinians by the Israelis. Can there not be a public conversation? Are we somehow supposed to say that you are African American? You can say nothing that is critical of Israel? That, to me, is nonsense. Birmingham deserves better. Black people deserve better. Angela Davis deserves better. And the leaders of this institute have shown they really don't give a damn about black people. Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth will be embarrassed by their actions.
You're right about that. She's a civil rights icon. She's Angela Davis. For God's sake.
And they refuse to say why.
And not only rescinded the award, but canceled the gala too?
Yes.
Well, what do they have to celebrate?
Right.